Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, uh, you know, after watching Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez, I'm telling you guys this right now. That fight changes boxing for the better. It changes boxing for the better. I will explain. But first, uh, my man Jermaine Ortiz was stopped late by Keyshawn Davis. I'm not going to do an extra video about that. I think that Keyshawn Davis looked pretty good in this fight. Jermaine Ortiz, now, I was going for him. I've seen Jermaine Ortiz be on the wrong side of a couple of decisions against Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. So of course inside, and he was the underdog in this fight. So I was kind of going for him. Now when I was watching that fight, after about 8 rounds, I had a 5-3 Ortiz. That's me, right? Because Keyshawn was looking good, he was coming forward, but he wasn't really doing anything. And I don't really judge just coming forward. I know a lot of people do that, but I've noticed in boxing they give the people coming forward, as they call it, ring generalship, and bring in the fight, right? And I'm like, yeah, but you guys do that when you want to, right? I saw a fight between a guy 6'9", 270 pounds, running from a guy 6'7", 215 pounds, right? And the guy 6'7", 215 pounds coming forward didn't get any ring generalship coming forward points. And that'll be Deontay Wilder against Tyson Fury. So once I seen that, that's not happening. You got to be coming forward and still winning. Or if no one does anything, then maybe the guy coming forward. So with that being said, I was like, Ortiz was looking pretty good against Keyshawn, so I had about 5-3. Keyshawn came on. And he came on. I was hoping that Ortiz would be able to, land some shots to, make Keyshawn not keep coming forward and being confident. Your body language counts, and Keyshawn's body language looks good. He had total belief. So, me not being a Keyshawn fan, have to understand Keyshawn did what he had to do to beat a great fighter in Jermaine Ortiz. So much props to Keyshawn Davis. It's going to look good going forward to him because everybody knows how good Jermaine Ortiz is. Now, to the main event. Shakur Stevenson dominated Teofimo Lopez. Dominated. 119, 109 on all 3 judges' cards, which means, Teofimo Lopez wins 1 round against this guy. Now, why does it change boxing? I'll tell you why. Shakur Stevenson was coming up in weight. Shakur Stevenson stayed in the pocket. There was no, I'm going to do what I have to do and try to run away from him and outbox him. No, stayed in the pocket against Teofimo Lopez, who's supposed to be the harder puncher, more athletic, and we've been told a perennial top 10 pound for pound. It was even top 5. Teofimo Lopez enjoys the fact that they'll tell you that, hey, if a motivated Teofimo Lopez shows up, he can beat anybody. Trying to insinuate that he wasn't motivated against Jermaine Ortiz, he wasn't motivated against Cambosis, he wasn't motivated against Sandor Martin. This is what basically the insinuation is. But I'm pretty sure you going to New York to fight Madison Square Garden, you're motivated for that fight against Shakur Stevenson because you know how good he is. So a motivated Teofimo Lopez was dominated, right? Dominated. Wasn't anything close about this. Wasn't anything close. Nothing to talk about, which means it changes boxing because now all of those fights that won't happen, right? We know why, right? People don't want to get in fights like that. Canelo did not fight Demetrius Andrade because it would have looked similar to that right there. Because Teofimo Lopez is awesome. He's athletic, right? He's on Canelo Alvarez's level, right? Maybe not defensively, but every damn thing else, right? And that's what would have happened. And so now these fights that are not happening, you can't say anything. This is what this exposed. Shakur Stevenson running around saying how good he is. All the people who's acting like he shouldn't be saying how good he is can't say nothing because he's good. He's that good. That's how good he is because there's nothing you can say, oh, he runs. He's never has, and this is another example of him not running, right? Standing in there basically outboxing the hell out of a great boxer. Now, either people gonna have to start tearing Teofimo Lopez down, or they're gonna have to start giving props to the surreal talent in Shakur Stevenson. This should put Shakur Stevenson in the top 4 pound for pound. Now, because I didn't really want to put nobody between Bivol and Beterbiev, but because they've done it in one division, I still probably put Bivol above him, maybe, but not Beterbiev, right? Right now, just right now. Because this is a 4 division champion now, right? And not that stuff we were giving Pacquiao, like winning IBO titles and IBA titles and catchweight titles. No, 126, 130, 135, 140, beating good people in all those divisions. 4 division champion, the fastest to get there, and it still hasn't been in a close fight, except for the Santos, right? And a lot of people talking about, I heard the, commentating, talking about, well, he was fighting, the Cepeda made him fight a certain way. No, it wasn't Cepeda. It was people like Turkey Alashi and people telling him to fight in the pocket against a guy like Cepeda. He could have did Cepeda similar, but he wanted to show, I'm going to stand right here, take a few punches, and still beat him and dominate him too. He's done everything people asked from him. Right? Everything. There's nothing to say here. So, I do these videos without seeing what the residue and what everyone else is talking about. But what you've seen is somebody supreme talented, somebody top 4 pound for pound. And like I say, it changes boxing because no more narratives, right? Either fight guys that we know are supremely talented, even though they're black Americans, fight them anyway, or we'll know why. And everyone would know why. Because you don't want the Shakur Stevenson treatment, which we probably going to call it going forward. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.